about your marketing strategy. That's interesting there. So what's been working for you guys?
So we are betting on making. We have these two strategic directions. So the first one is to make really good content. So the content that we make, it must be really well produced. So we have good images, we have good movies about explaining the process. We always explain the process of production. You know, we have 4 products. You know, all those 4 products, the main drive of the images of the videos were explaining how come it came out from the factory, from the valley, from the olive trees, to that product. So that's one thing that we do. We are totally transparent about the way that we make our products. And I think that is really important for this new generation of consumers, because they want to feel out and to see how come that product is done. So when you look into slow fashion, fast fashion products, so you look at the outlets and you go there and you see a t-shirt and you say, oh, this is going to be made on India, and you never know. So in our products, the key point is totally transparency of the ways that we do something and we do it. Also, the way that we treat our partners. So we never ask for a new price. So if you are working with me and you say that it's 100, we make a deal. If I want to work with you, we will work. Because, and also we put those values there. And also we embed the thing that we are totally for humans. Okay, we make everything. So these are the 3 concepts that we make like on our communication. And then we use social media and we use PR to make like spreading the word. And we are now, one of the reasons that we are starting to
what's working better than?
I think it's the synergy of everything. And we are now, I think we are lacking television. We need television to make like a push on our brand here and outside Portugal. That's why we are thinking nowadays for investment.
Why so? Because the online way isn't working?
It's working, but in here we need scale, okay? In communication, we need scale. The only thing where we need scale is on communication. Because if you want to be a global brand, you need television. Or if you want also to be in Portugal, if you also want to make brand building, you need television. Because it's really cheap, and it's one of the means that, where you can make like, when you see the message on television, your brain is totally adjusted to that, and with repetition, the frequency and because you are always there. Television is always
there connected. Is this talk everywhere where television is becoming less pervasive in the younger generation?
No,
they're not watching the ads. What do you think about it?
I don't. Nowadays, television is already digital. Okay, when you look to television, you should look into digital, because when you look to television, you are looking into the box, the setup box. Okay, those boxes can make you like everything, and you are not watching television. You are watching OTTs, like over the top, like Netflix, HBO. So you are not watching television in the old sense that you are being interrupted by advertising. So today it's possible, not in Portugal, but I think in the next months or in the next year, it will be possible for you to have addressable advertising. So when you are watching something, you will watch like you will be online. So you will have the banner or the communication that like you have in online. So the same ads will be not, when you are looking into the television, the feeds, you will not see if, Miguel, you are watching in your home and I will be watching in mine. I will see different advertising from different, because of our interests and tastes. Okay, so it's true that most of the young generation X, the Z generation and Y, are seeing less television in the traditional sense of way, because they are seeing more video on demand. So in my opinion, we should make a shift from the word television to video on demand, because we are always being immersed on Facebook, on YouTube, and all other these outlets, and we are seeing The thing is that we never seen so much video that we are seeing now. So when you have your producer here and you have via news, so you have to be like totally happy because the future will be totally video.
You have a lot of experience with marketing, and I would like to know your take on where are things heading in terms of the innovation industry and the creativity industry. Where are things heading in relation to what you were saying right now?
I think that probably what will happen, and that's one thing that we are doing in Beneficio, you need to be truthful, okay? So everything that is going to happen, in my opinion, in Marks and Comms, is that you will be totally depicted as yourself, okay? How can I explain this? A brand or a company that is at something to hide will be totally tear up in the arena. And that's why there are arriving so many brands to the market, because these younger generations, they don't feel connected. So I think there will be a revolution in the way that marketing will be made and the communication will be made, because, for instance, you can look into these new apps like Revolut. So, as we were talking some minutes ago or some time ago, Revolut, okay. The things that will change is when you look into a company like Revolut, that is changing the whole way that you deal with banking. So, we have all these concept about banks. Banks are bad for us. They are always asking money. They are asking fees. We never know what's happening there. And then you have a company that says banking is not a problem. It's not difficult. We should only take this value from customers. It is only the structure, and then we should not take enormous fees to the way that we make business. So the thing is that when you have companies like that present themselves like a strong alternative to the market and the stakeholders that are here for 100 years, for example, like in the banking industry, the way they make like communication is totally different, because their values are completely different. They are there to serve the user, as when you look to Airbnb or Uber or these old companies. These now
they are also aiming to the new generations, right?
Yes. So they are talking in a different way, and the different way they are talking is not, as most of the people sense, oh, they are making like amazing advertising campaigns. No, they are being the way that they strive. For instance, in Portugal, there's this group called Revolut Portugal. Okay, it's a huge group on Facebook, and it's not ruled by Revolut. Okay, I was 15 days, 1 month ago, I was at this conference. I was one of the speakers there, and I was at this panel with the marketing responsible from Revolut in Portugal. So we were talking about Internet of Things, and we were talking about the integration of 5G and all the things in the marketing mix, and the way that we connect with the products and with the companies and the brands. So, and she was telling me, we don't rule that group. It's managed by people, users. So they are making these, it's totally a love brand. So this is totally different as the brands manage their communities. So the brands have this sense of belief that they are making the whole arena of communication this connected by them and being ruled by them. And in those senses, like Revolut, they don't, the thing where they connect more with the people that are users and customers, it's not managed by them. So it's managed by the community. And if I dare you to go there, to go to the group, and when you go there, you will see that they have all the answers, and it's managed by people. So in that sense, companies that have these strong connections with the users and the customers, they will be the companies that will thrive. And that's what we are trying to do also at Beneficio. For instance, we have people that have already bought the whole package of products. So, and they are buying them because they sense that the brand Beneficio have this stability and have this vision about what is the connection with the consumer and the respect that we have to them. So I think what will change in the future, in my opinion, is that the way that the brands engage with their communities and the way that they make like their valuables available and they are imprinting or embedded in their products.
What else is there for branding in the future? So you talked about being a love brand. You talked about segmentation in a way, in a sense. What else is working for you?
What I think what is working more, or it's word of mouth. Okay, it's
So we're going back to basics, right?
yes, totally. Because I'm here talking with you, and I know that in the future you will remember this strange conversation about a brand that has a motto that nobody knows what it is, but it's going to be amazing. Which, like a creative statement, is really powerful and empowerment to the people that are there. And you will talk to someone about that, and you say, "Oh, that guy was crazy."
So it's the emotion.
It's the emotion. So that's why we think that we are really a different brand, because we are totally connected to for me, making like a connection with one person, it's more important than to make a connection with 1,000, because we are trying to develop this connection with the consumer and with the brand. So
just streamlining the emotional connection
totally
to each individual,
yes,
to make it stand out, right?
Yes, because we want to have those something that it said on marketing. You need to push up your brand lovers or to brand ambassadors, and you will make like the statement about your brand, and that's true. That is totally true. The way that brands, most of them, are doing nowadays, it's not the correct, because they only put money on social media or make like a TV ad, and they are sensing and they are forgetting that people now want to be heard. Okay, and that's why I can give you an example. We had this bottle of olive oil that was the name imprinted there. It was wrong, and some lady from Spain, from Madrid, sent us an email. Oh, sorry about this, but the name was wrong, and it was a gift. And okay, we said we are sorry, and then we said, look, and she said, oh, I will send you back the bottle, and okay, and we said no, you stay with the bottle, because most of the people that bought the olive oil said, oh, it's so beautiful that I will make it like a memoir from like with your name. So it was really special, like bonding with the product. And we said, no, use this one, the one that it's badly written, use them in your Christmas dinner party, and stay with the other. In that day, we made totally the difference. In that family, we'll remember Beneficio forever. That's the type of approach that we think it's like the future. So if someone calls me or send an email, I always pick up the phone and talk with that person. And it's really difficult to do with a huge corporation, because the CEO or one of the founders will not pick up the phone. So in that sense, I suppose that companies will be smaller, with less customers, but with more truthful and faithful customers. That's the thing that we are aiming for.
And things are changing, right? So in the old days, only the big corporation, big brands could
do that.
get into the customer.
Yeah.
Now with the web and everything, so it's become easier. And with virtual reality, become even easier, you think?
Yes, and virtual and also augmented reality.
Augmented reality, yeah.
So when you connect all of those factors, and we have like a product, like we have our products with high end. So I think it's really important. But also, just a little bit to the side, there's these sustainable marketplaces that are thriving all over the world. So I can tell you that in November, we've made a deal with a sustainable marketplace called Stay. That is a new marketplace. It's a startup from Berlin. That marketplace is managed by an AI, so artificial intelligence. So they are using some algorithm that is sensing what type of connections and what type of tastes you have. Okay, so and they are presenting the products to the people that are browsing through that website, and we are already selling through them. We sold some backpacks to Italy for a company that it's based in Berlin with a Portuguese brand that nobody knows.